Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and a very good day to you who are watching my video. Today I want to share about my final year project with the title Investigating the Effect of Thermal Treatment on Nutritional Properties of KELULUT honey. My name is Muhammad Akmal bin Amri with metric number DN180084 and I was supervised by technologist Dr. Nur Akmazila binti Muhammad Fauzi. This is the poster for my presentation today. I will be presenting on the introduction, literature review, methodology, result and discussion, and not to forget the conclusion for this study. A summary for my study: it has been said heating honey for over 90 degrees Celsius degraded the quality of honey. Therefore, this study investigated the effect of thermal treatment on nutritional properties of KELULUT honey, which includes antioxidant, phenolic content, and brown pigment formation. DPPH assay and Folin-Ciocalteu method was used to determine the total antioxidant and phenolic content respectively. Results shows that heating honey at 70 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes has increased antioxidant by 16.55% with no significant difference. It also shows same result for total phenolic content. This conclude nutritional properties were not detrimental by heating treatment range from 50 to 70 degrees Celsius for 5 to 30 minutes. Okay, let's proceed for the introduction for this study. Honey was being traded and imported extensively due to its exceptional medicinal benefits. There are two types of KELULUT bee honey species found in Malaysia, which are Trigona and Melatonin. Antioxidant is one of the nutritional values that contained in honey. It possesses antioxidant effects which can be considered beneficial to health as it enhances immune system. Nevertheless, it contains unwanted material that need to be removed in order to improve its quality. Thermal treatment method is commonly used in order to remove unwanted elements in food. However, the antioxidant could damage when it is being heated above 90 degrees Celsius. This study observed the effect of heating honey at 50 to 70 degrees Celsius for 5 to 30 minutes on its antioxidant and total phenolic content. The best temperature for treatment of KELULUT honey was suggested at the end of this study. So let's proceed for literature review. Honey nutritional properties have been proven to have anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, antibacterial and anti-cancer properties. The table on the right side of the video shows the composition of 100 gram of honey. The honey's phenolic components, which include flavonoids and phenolic acid, has the characteristic of antioxidant and radical scavenging activity. It increases the efficiency in the human body and it is also recommended for people who active in sports and also children. In general, the antioxidant activity corresponds to the overall concentration of phenolic content. Compared to other honey, stingless bee honey has the higher antioxidant activity. The biological content in honey that includes antioxidant depends on its geographical and botanical areas, as different type of honey give different amount of antioxidant. Browning reaction is a process whereby it turns the color of food to be darker over time. The product from this non-enzymatic browning is also called as Maillard reaction products. In theory, high Maillard reaction products contribute to high antioxidant. Thermal treatment may alter the physicochemical and antioxidant of honey. Heating process involve a direct impact on the honey quality. As the phenolic compound affected, the antioxidant will also be affected by thermal treatment process. Hence, it is very crucial to observe how temperature gives benefits on its nutritional properties. So this is the methodology that was being applied for this study. KELULUT honey was treated at temperature 50, 60 and 70 degrees Celsius for 5, 10, 15 and 30 minutes with the use of water bath. The nutritional properties, which were antioxidant activity and total phenolic content, were being determined through DPPH assay and Folin-Ciocalteu method respectively. The antioxidant was being measured by observing the inhibition of radical scavenging activity of DPPH via UV spectroscopy at wavelength 517 nanometer. High inhibition of radical scavenging activity indicates high antioxidant level. The determination of total phenolic content was by measuring its concentration equivalent to gallic acid concentration. A standard curve for gallic acid was needed. It was being measured at wavelength 760 nanometer via UV spectroscopy. FTIR spectroscopy was being used to identify the phenolic compound presence in untreated and treated honey. The data was then further analyzed to show its significant difference between both samples. Let's continue for the results of this study. Based on the result obtained, it can be deduced that thermal treatment affects the nutritional properties of honey. Let's go through one by one, starting from effect of total antioxidant activity. Heat treatment might either give no effect or improve the antioxidant activity of certain foods. This study, on the other hand, showed that thermal treatment gives positive influence on the antioxidant activity of KELULUT honey with an increment of antioxidant activity along with increment of temperature. From the graph, the antioxidant shows the highest value during treatment at temperature of 70 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes despite having no significant difference between untreated sample. The antioxidant then slightly drop after treated for 30 minutes. This may be due to prolonged heating, treatment and degradation of phenolic compound. Therefore, it was deduced that the best temperature for treatment was at 70 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes. Previous study has also proven heating at 65 degrees Celsius for 20 minutes increased the antioxidant activity of honey. So for brown pigment formation was a result from the formation of melanoidin, which is a maillard reaction products, or also called MRPs. In general, MRPs corresponded to the total antioxidant of honey. High MRPs will bring a higher antioxidant activity. The graph shows an uneven change throughout the treatment. The treatment gives an increment value of brown pigment formation at the first 5 minutes, but drop after 10 minutes. This may be due to the processing of honey, or storage area, or thermal sensitivity of honey itself. The brown pigment formation continued to increase after 15 minutes of treatment for 60 and 70 degrees Celsius only, but not for 50 degrees Celsius. Previous study tells that prolonged heating treatment at various temperatures have caused the brown pigment formation value to either increase or decreases. It has also showed similar result whereby heating at high temperature will cause the brown pigment formation to increase, which also made the antioxidant activity to increase. As for the effect of total phenolic content, phenolic compound is linked to wide range of biological activities, with antioxidant activity being one of the most interesting. In theory, the total phenolic content of honey increase with increased temperature. Hence, the increase in total phenolic content will also increase the antioxidant of honey. At temperature 60 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes, the graph shows the highest value of total phenolic content, but no significant difference was present between each untreated sample. However, total phenolic content decreased significantly when sample was treated at 50 degrees Celsius for 5, 10, 15 and 30 minutes. There are uneven changes during the treatment with an increased temperature and heating time as shown in the graph. This may be due to the composition and condition that has affected the honey. It can also be concluded that total phenolic content relies solely on temperature and time for sample being treated. For FTIR spectroscopy is a method used to identify chemical structure presence in any foods or substances. Honey can be identified for its structure, especially its phenolic characterization, with the help of IR spectrum being measured. The phenolic compound was said to be present in carboxyl group, which is within the range of 3000 to 3300 per centimeter. The phenol was also said to be within region of hydroxyl, as it attached to benzene ring structure of phenolic compound. Previous study has also shown similar results for identification of phenolic compound in honey. Therefore, thermal treatment gives no effect to the chemical composition of honey. However, the composition can be further analyzed through gas chromatography, mass spectrophotometer, which is also called GCMS. Hence, from this study, we can conclude that thermal treatment has shown its influence on antioxidant, phenolic content and brown pigment formation, which is a nutritional value from honey. The highest antioxidant activity was obtained at 70 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes. The total phenolic content has also shown its high value, where it is corresponding to the high value of total antioxidant. The FTIR analysis also identified the phenolic compound present in untreated and treated sample was within its carboxyl group. Last but not least, it can be deduced that the best temperature for treatment would be at 70 degrees Celsius for 15 minutes of heating time. So that is all from me. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you again.